Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 25 of Season 1 here at Tottenham. We are taking on West Ham in the first game of the episode in a North versus East London derby. Then it's the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley just 3 days later. And after that, 4 days later, is the first leg of another semi-final, Champions League against Bayern Munich. Of course, in the last one, we were able to get ourselves through against Real Madrid. Also saw off Manchester City. We're hoping that Liverpool drop points, as we also hope Manchester United will do the same. We're currently only 2 points ahead of Arsenal and Everton, who we are yet to play before the end of the season. So not only is the title a possibility, not finishing in the top 4 is also a possibility. So everything is on the line in 3 competitions. We will know our continued futures in 2 of those. Well, no, all of them. We're game in each competition. Today, we'll know whether we stand a chance of winning the title, or if we lose this, almost certainly not. If we win against Burnley, we know that we're through to the FA Cup final, and we'll get a good idea of what's going to happen in the second leg against Bayern once we've played the first in the third game of the episode. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on this game against West Ham. I'll try my absolute best to ensure that we get a victory, and then whatever will be with regards to the 2 cup competitions. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more content. There will have been a My Player episode uploaded earlier on this afternoon. Do check the channel page for that if you missed it. Really would like that series to get quite a bit of support if you guys would like to check it out, because I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And for now, let's go and play West Ham. Here's West Ham's lineup. Adrian in goal. Bustos, Cresswell, Ogbonna and Leibold at the back. With Carlos Sanchez and Obiang at CDM. Yarmolenko, Alan Zagwev and Felipe Anderson as the front 3, sat behind Perez up top. Lucas Perez, I believe. Strong starting lineup from West Ham. Got a number of new players in there. This will be difficult. Felipe Anderson with the nod down. Here's Lucas Perez inside there to Alan Zagwev. Returns it to Lucas, who is left-footed, so we'll want to get it on that left-hand side. Through ball picked off quite comfortably by Hugo Lloris. Neither side really having a chance on goal yet. Both just feeling each other out. Neither actually finding a breakthrough. Although Danny Rose could create something here. Bustos closing me down. I'll look for Son through that gap. And Son draws a save out of Adrien. And Lamela just kind of misjudged the flight of the ball there. But that will drop to Eric Dyer. Pull it back there to Frankie de Jong. Return it to Dyer. Through there to Bale. Try and get it on his left if I can, which we've done well. And the finesse shot goes wide of the post. 24 minutes. Just wide. Worked it onto his left well, but couldn't find the angle for the goal. Zagwev swept up wide here to Yarmolenko. Nice little back heel to Bustos. That's a dangerous ball in, and we'll find Felipe Anderson, who finds Zagwev, Davinson, Sanchez in the way. Anderson brings it down again. Vertonghen will head that away. Well, as we nearly scored at one end, West Ham creating chances at the other. Here's Leibold, the left back. Pulls that back to Pedro Obiang. Anderson, Leibold, Anderson again. Cross comes in and we'll head that away. Son will get to it first and we'll complete the clearance. Just need some support now, and Lamela is providing it, and he's done brilliantly to get past Leibold. I'm not sure how fast Leibold is, but Lamela looks like he's got the pace to get away from him. I have a number of people in the middle. Question is, can I find any of them? Oh, very nearly found Heung-min Son. Here's Frankie de Jong, can't turn and get the ball under his spell, and unfortunately West Ham will clear. The ball in was great. Heung-min Son just couldn't quite adjust his feet in time to get to the ball, and that's overhit. Hugo Lloris is coming for it, apparently. He's decided. Although I called for him to do so, and Lucas... Oh, Eric Dyer saves my life. Thank you, Eric. I don't know why Hugo Lloris came out. I really should have just punted it clear, but I tried to be cute and play it out from the back. Very nearly backfired on me. Ooh, 7 minutes to go till half-time. Probably should be 1-0 West Ham. Might yet be 1-0 West Ham. Hugo Lloris this time, right place, right time to make the save. Ooh, under pressure the last few moments here in the first half. Oh, and that somehow evades everybody after the initial flick on. Obiang into Yarmolenko. Felipe Anderson's head as well held by Hugo Lloris. Let's just settle it down and make sure we get to half-time scoreless. There's Obiang. Out to Bustos. Oh, lovely ball through the gap to Yarmolenko. Into the middle comes the ball and away by Trippier. Lamela gets to it, just not that back there to Christian Eriksen. Inside to Dyer. It's a terrible pass. Hopefully Dyer steps in to win the ball back again. And there's Bale. Now's the chance to break forward. Son. Oh, kick that straight to Bustos. Gareth. Got to be better than that. That was really poor. Heung-min Son's just stood there waiting for the ball to arrive at his feet. Lucas Perez gets it to Jaguev, who scuffs his shot wide, thankfully. And he was offside as well. Oh, Bale pass really irks me for some reason. We'll bring Aurier on for Trippier as well. And I might bring Zaha on towards the end of the game too, for the last 10 minutes or so. But hopefully, between now and then, we should be able to get ourselves a 1-0 lead. Plenty of options. Bale is one of them. His wings. Son in so much space and onside. And just 3 minutes after we said, hopefully by the time Zaha enters the fray, we'll have ourselves a lead. There it is. Oh, how Heung-min Son was just left on his own like that, I'm not sure. If the left back had just stepped forward, then it'd have been. Look at that. I can't quite see who it is there. The number 24. He was just so much deeper than anyone else. I'll have a quick look on it's a replay here to show you. He was just so much deeper than anyone else. We'll play it on. And, I mean, look at him. There's two, to be fair. Because of the run of Lamela, it's drawn two defenders deep. If they stayed forward, Son would be 5 yards offside. As it happens, he's 5 yards onside. Oh, I'm delighted to have finally got myself a lead because I had a horrible feeling this was going to peter out into a draw and we were going to end up leaving ourselves frustrated. And even if we hadn't lost, we still would have not given ourselves any opportunity to win the Premier League. But if we can hold on to this 1-0 lead, then the possibility of Liverpool dropping points and us pouncing on them still remains an option. Giving that straight to Frankie de Jong. Around the corner quickly to Lamela. Inside there to Dyer. Son ran at me, which is not exactly what I needed there. I needed him to run in behind, but he is in behind now. Turn. Slot that in front of someone if we can. And, oh, Lamela's touch took him straight into the defender rather than away from him. That's frustrating. Now here they come on the counter-attack, West Ham. Just have to ensure that they don't equalise. Otherwise that will undo all of our hard work. Here's Bustos. Nice little dummy by Noble into Obiang. Noble's gone again. Zaguev to Lucas Perez. That's a Felipe Anderson. Early ball in. It's an incredible goal. But I think that shows up pre-patch issues with the gameplay on FIFA 19. There is not a chance that goes in real life. The power of that overhead kick was ridiculous. Yeah, the modifiers on overhead kicks certainly too high on the launch version. That's the sort of goal you see time and time again on Ultimate Team. Not what you expect here on career mode, or well, not what we expect in general, to be fair. It is, on the basis of it, an incredible finish from Alan Zaguev. But it's one of the most unrealistic goals we've seen so far on career mode on FIFA 19. West Ham look like they're going to get themselves a draw here, and that goal may well finally put the last nail in the coffin of our Premier League title hopes. Zaha gets away from the defenders, just going to sprint here. There's 2 minutes added on, so this will be the last chance of the game. Zaha turns inside, well, we'll just keep running and look for Son, who I believe had just gone offside, and his shot was straight at the keeper anyway, and that will be the final whistle as soon as someone touches it. Am I going to get the chance? No, I'm not going to get the chance. A 1-1 draw. To draw in that manner is extremely frustrating. But what can you do? Overhead kicks and volleys in general are slightly OP on this launch version of FIFA 19. By the time you see this, the patch may even have come out on console. Hoping that it is not too far away because, well, obvious reasons, that may well have cost us the opportunity of the Premier League title. But never mind. We shall give ourselves the best possible opportunity of winning the FA Cup if we can beat Burnley here and get through to the final. Heaton in goal, Bardsley, Tarkowski, Vogt and Dibassi at the back. Lennon, Gini Wijnaldum, Idrissa Gana Gueye and Aquino out wide. Vidra is in where Wijnaldum was last time we played Burnley in that centre forward role, and Ashley Barnes starts up top. We played Burnley fairly recently in the Premier League and we drew 1-1. There is no way that we can have a definitive result here with a 1-1 draw. It will go to extra time and penalties if that is the case. So, we're going to have to win inside 90 minutes. Deli into Zaha, just pokes it there to Thomas. Neres is calling for it, so we'll slot him into the channel. Little turn back and then whip, and it's worked time and time again for Heung-min Son to get on the end of. Unfortunately, Wilfred Zaha not able to do something similar. Dele Alli with a delivery from the corner. Well, it's a decent header from David Neres, but it's wide of the target. Aurier, Neres, Zaha running around the outside is Harry Winks. Just like that. Oh, what an interception from James Tarkowski. Wilf Zaha was in behind there. That was a superb interception from the young Englishman. Ashley Barnes trying to link up with Aaron Lennon, but it's not going to work. Lloris will ping this back out wide to Aurier. Just millimetres away from slotting through a perfect through ball there. At one end, they tried to catch me on the counter, but it didn't work. Luca Hernandez will try and set up some sort of counter-attack here of our own. This time we do find Zaha with a through ball, and Edwards will get into the middle. Zaha with a decent cross. Idrissa clears, win that header. Hernandez is up. Winks! Oh, deflected was it? No, just looping over the bar. Aquino. Cross delivered. Foyt, Maguire and Winks will clear it away. Tony on the break. Thomas. Oh, they've left space there for Neres to get in behind. And he will oblige in running into it. Little turn back, late inside. Idrissa in the way. The final ball isn't quite there for me so far in this one. Burnley haven't yet had the chance to try a final ball, let alone see if it's there. And it's kind of white. They just keep giving the ball back to me. Neres to Zaha. Edwards neglected to run in behind. Dele Alli's pushing forward. We'll use him here. No, we won't, because I've given the ball away. Okay, great. This ball over the top, looking for Vidra, and he will keep it in. The ball in's decent, and Ashley Barnes is there, and that's 1-0 Burnley. Random through ball, just pumped into space. Vidra retrieves it, whips it in, and Ashley Barnes has got the run on Harry Maguire there. Maguire was in the right position initially, and just surprised by the run of Barnes. I don't think he knew he was behind him, running kind of like that, and Barnes went one way. Maguire attacked the ball, and Barnes nipped in front of him. Good run, good goal. Burnley 1, Spurs 0. We're about to see another competition potentially drop out of our sights this season, thanks to another side playing in claret and blue. Aurier, Winks, Zaha. Deli's through there. That's who the ball was intended for, but it's dropped here for Wilfred Zaha, and he's trying to just dribble his way through, but Dibassi gets in, and it's a corner. Dele will deliver. There are some tall people in there. The last one went to Neres. That one's gone to Neres. Zaha's not going to be able to nip in there ahead of Tom Heaton. 62% possession I've had in this game. We are dominating proceedings, but it's Burnley that are ahead on the scoreline. Zaha ducks back, gets that to Edwards, who will look for Dele Alli, who has Serge Aurier arriving, who has Zaha at the back post. They're not dominating the scoreline anymore. Wilfred Zaha makes it 1-1. Early doors in the second half. Let's build on that. Lovely ball in by Serge Aurier, and a powerful header at the back post from Wilfred Zaha. You see him already making the move before the ball had even reached Dele Alli, let alone out to Serge Aurier. Great finish from Wilf. We're back in it. Here's Luca Hernandez. Zaha's the option. Oh, just helps him on its way. Thomas could go back to Wilf. Zaha tried to shoot first time, but he wanted to take a touch, and in doing so, let the Burnley defender back in. Gini Wijnaldum out wide here to Phil Bardsley over the top, looking for Aaron Lennon. On an early cross, I'll just try and nod this home, which we've done well. Good defending. I want to make changes, but I don't know what changes to make to try and force the issue. We could bring Eriksson on for Winks. Aurier for Trippier is an option we could make in extra time, should we go there, to give us extra impetus down the wings. He's already got himself 1 assist, Aurier. He's had a great game, but if stamina is going to be an issue for him, And we want to ensure that he avoids an injury. Dele will look for Zaha. I see the mover, Luca Hernandez, on the far side. Aaron Lennon will close me down, but Luca will try and jink past him, which hasn't worked. He's got the strength to hold him off, though. Does. Partey. There's Dele. Movement in the middle here from Harry Winks. Looking for Neres. David Neres! 2-1 Tottenham! Is that an FA Cup final appearance guaranteed? We fight back in the second half. There's still 13 minutes to go and opportunities left for Burnley, surely, to get themselves another goal. But Neres tucks inside. The defender probably expected him to go on the outside. He's darted in like that. Look, you can see the movement there in that replay. And that's a beautiful finish from Neres' first time on his left foot. What a signing he's turned out to be so far. Great youngster. 2-1 up. Here's Aquino. Or early ball. Headed away by Luca Hernandez. Going to need to get to that with Edwards. We have done. This is where game management comes in again. We had to do it against Real Madrid to ensure we got the victory. I'm going to do it here against Burnley as well if I can. Just not play risky passes. Just ensure that we keep possession. Wind the clock down and send ourselves into an FA Cup final. Dele back to Luca Hernandez. I could try and finish it off with a third, maybe. Headed away, we'll let that go. We'll take the throw in and let the clock tick down yet further. Jack Cork about to come on for Burnley, but it might be too little too late. Here's Thomas Partey. I see the run on the near side here. Aurier into Neres. Oh, I should have played a through ball there, but Neres should get to that first and does. How much time's added on? Not long much. Not long much. Not much. Hopefully. Luca Hernandez delivers the ball. Headed away. Eriksen's going to need to get to that, and he hasn't. But will time run out on Burnley before they can get out the other end? Aquino over the top. Here's Ashley Barnes, helps her on his way. Mato Vidra is in behind here. This is the chance for Burnley. Foyt with a powerful shoulder barge. Questions of whether that was overly physical and perhaps should have warranted a penalty. I think, though, it was a legal challenge. I agree with the referee. I might be slightly biased in saying so, but he's just leant on him, and Vidra perhaps should show slightly more strength. Oh, that was a very tight game. 1-0 down at half-time, 2-1 up at the final whistle. FA Cup finalists this season. Can we have a good first leg against Bayern Munich and maybe be Champions League finalists this year as well? Right, what side are we coming up against? Manuel Neuer in goal, Hummels and Schürrle at the back, Jordi Alba at left back. I forgot that they'd signed him. Kimmich at right back, 4-5-1. Müller, Tolisso, Martinez, Rodriguez, James and Kingsley Coman behind Robert Lewandowski. Expects players like James and Tolisso to get slightly further forward and involved in attack, so it might feel more like a attacking 4-5-1 with two cams at times rather than just a flat 4-5-1 or a 4-1-4-1. But I'm not sure what to expect from Bayern. They have the potential in their sides to absolutely hammer me. But we too have some decent players in our ranks, and that very nearly dropped for me, and it actually has broken here for David Neres, who will turn, whip it, looking for someone on the edge of the box. Bale does well there. And Thomas looking for Dele, but will only find Son. Arriving here is Luca. Luca Hernandez with a delivery, can't find Bale. Pressure early doors from Tottenham, who is without doubt the fastest player on the pitch. And it's a good ball in as well, and Harry Maguire deals with it. It will be not a corner. Pay attention, says. Oh no, flicked on. James Rodriguez gives Bayern Munich a 1-0 lead. Harry Maguire flicked that on. Kingsley Coman keeps the ball in just by the byline. Thought it was gone out. And then Maguire has flicked that on to James. Right, okay. That's not gone well. 1-0 down against Bayern after 11 minutes. Here's Javi Martinez. Kimmich, Tolisso, James. On his right foot. With a thumping finish, James Rodriguez. 2 away goals for Bayern Munich. Wow, what a strike. You know what the most frustrating thing about this is? I was already past this mark playing this game once. Got to about half an hour. Was 1-0 up thanks to David Neres. And the game crashed. So I've had to restart the game, come back on FIFA again, play the game again, and before I get to the point where I was at before, when I was 1-0 in front, I'm now 2-0 down. So things not going too well for me here. This is frustrating enough to being 2-0 down, let alone being 2-0 down after already playing the game and being 1-0 up. Oh, is it a corner or is it... No, it is a corner. Decent ball in, Bale's up, but it's going to drop here to David Neres. Oh, it's well blocked. Thomas in there to Dele Alli. Looking to get past Javi Martinez. Got support from Thomas. Out here to David Neres. Oh, tries to get some footwork, but it didn't quite work. Trippier in there to David Neres. Going to have to hold off Jordi Alba. Cross comes in, it's blocked. Pull this back. That was meant for Thomas Partey. Play the 1-2 with Dele. Bale's out wide on this side. Okay, Thomas has passed it to himself and then subsequently to Manuel Neuer as well.
It's tight. Control of the ball is key when the game's like this.
Tolisso over the top. Knocked down by Trippier. Eriksen to Thomas. Across to Dele Alli. Looking for Bale. That's a lovely through ball. Gareth Bale in behind. And 2-1. Game on. We've been able to pull one back before half-time. Now, we did draw the first leg against Real Madrid 2-2 at home. And the away goals weren't an issue for us in the second leg. If we can do that again here, then it's almost like you're playing FIFA. It's really cringy how they put those commentary lines in for the game. Regardless of the cringe in the commentary, it's 2-1 now, and we are back in with a shout in this first leg. Although how Thomas Partey's out-muscled Tolisso and then just run past him, I'm not sure. Don't you dare score a hat-trick now, James. Oh, Thomas Müller, how has that gone in? Lloris, beaten time and time again. He can't keep anything out, Hugo Lloris. I don't know what's happened to him in this game. 2 James Rodriguez right-footed strikes, and now Thomas Müller, just 4 minutes after I score one back, thumps them 3-1 in front. Away goals really might be our Achilles heel now, pushing into the second leg. Oh, I need to get another one. If I can lessen the deficit to just 1 for the second leg, then I'd see us as having a good chance of going through. And we might be able to do that. Thomas out to David Neres. Pull it back. And Bale! No, off the bar! That'll be half-time. I can't quite believe it, but we are going to go in 3-1 down. 2 minutes added on, Ref. We're now in this, heading into the 6th minute. He'll blow it now. The possession's changed, surely. Ref! Hello? Thank you. Bloody hell. 3-1 at half-time, but that far away from 3-2. As if I was 1-0 up after 25 minutes. Already having played this game half once. Jordi Alba driving down the line. Strong challenge from Christian Eriksen. We need a really strong second half showing here if we're to get anything from this game. Bale looking for David Neres. We could start off as we mean to go on. We're able to get a goal early doors. Into Christian Eriksen. 5-star weak foot. Eriksen just kicks the defender for the second attempt. Was Frontan Tolisso nicely intercepted. Hernandez down the line looking for Heung-min Son. Had some recommendations to maybe start Son at striker, move Bale back out wide. I would consider that for the next episode. We'll get it in there to Bale. Out here to David Neres. Back on his left. Shot blocked. Oh, headed away. Pressure is on here, though. Really on. Thomas out wide to Trippier. There's David Neres. Spins well. Oh, Bale let it run. And as such, has lost possession. No!
And the ideal finish from the Bayern point of view. What a goal that is. It was just a matter of time before it happened.
Shot myself in the foot. I shot myself in the foot. Trying to play out from the back. Tried to go through that gap to get it to Vertonghen, and it's just been picked off.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Might have sealed my own fate there, mightn't I? Bayern 4, Tottenham 1. Goretzka on for Tolisso as well. Trippier. Crossing to Dele Alli. Driving forward. Son is itching to make the move. And we played him in. Heung-min Son. Back to Thomas. Oh, Bale nicely across to Kieran Trippier. Oh, Trippier trying to do a low driven. He went for a chip shot again. Come on, game. Help me out. 4-1 down here. for away goals too. It'd be one hell of a second leg comeback if we pull this off now. Son to Bale, but Javi Martinez with the interception. Good ball over the top as well, looking for Kingsley Coman, who is going to get to that as he's, well, bloody rapid. And the cross could come in here, still waiting for it. Pulls it back to James. Lloris just turns it around the post. Looking for a fifth. James will take the corner. It's Ian Robin that's come on for Kingsley Coman. Towards the edge of the box, Muller tries to set himself up. Instead gets it to Goretzka. It rebounds to Robin. Muller, Robin, Muller. Please don't score a fifth. Oh, it's Muller, Robin, over. Son looking for Bale. Heavy touch, drive to get away from Niklas Süle. She's done well. I've got plenty of people in the middle. Is that a foul? It is. Penalty given. A lifeline. If I can score it. It's Gareth Bale. He steps up. Bale, I'm going to go left. Neuer saves it. I don't believe it. And I can't get it back into the middle. My lifeline broke. Goretzka. I can't believe it, man. Perhaps I'll even patch in the footage of me going 1-0 up through David Neres. This is a great move. Go on, David. Neres is in. He sent us through to the FA Cup final. He started us on the journey to the Champions League final. A high line from Bayern Munich when you've Mats Hummels and Niklas Süle as centre-backs is a poor decision. You can't rely on just the pace of Alaba because Kimmich isn't exactly rapid. Well, you've got David Neres in my front line. And Bale and Son. Our pace up top is going to cause some issues, and he's done that exactly as we'd hoped here. I can't believe it. 1-0 up. Game crashes, and then I'm going to lose by 4-1 and miss a penalty. Unbelievable. I was in control of this Champions League semi-final, and then all of a sudden, I've never been more out of control of a two-leg tie in the entire series. 4-1 defeat in leg 1 at home to Bayern Munich. Single tier. I think that might be us out of the Champions League, don't you? I can't believe it. What's the Premier League look? Well, wow. Wow. With 2 games to play, we can only finish second in the Premier League, and goal difference alone sees us sit 5th, not 3rd. We do, in our penultimate game of the league season, however, have 4th placed Everton. As if games were big enough already. We've Bournemouth, then Bayern 2 days later, then Everton, and then it's the Manchester City FA Cup final. Huge games tomorrow. See you then.